Once upon a time, in a quiet village at the base of a rugged mountain in the American countryside, there lived a 20-year-old named Oliver, known throughout the area for his overwhelming laziness. While the other villagers put in long hours tending their farms under the hot 90-degree Fahrenheit sun, planting seeds in neat rows across several acres, Oliver spent most of his days dozing under a large oak tree, daydreaming about a life of luxury without ever lifting a finger. One summer afternoon, a 65-year-old traveling sage named Ethan arrived in the village. He came seeking alms and offering wisdom to anyone willing to listen. Every time Ethan passed through the village square, he noticed Oliver reclining under the same oak tree, his eyes half closed as he drifted in and out of sleep. Intrigued by this display of idleness, Ethan approached Oliver one day and gently asked, "Why do you lounge here all day? Why not work in the fields like everyone else?" Barely opening his eyes, Oliver shrugged and replied, "Working is so tiring. I don't feel like sweating in the fields. I'd rather stay here and enjoy the breeze." As soon as he finished speaking, he nestled deeper into the cool grass, completely indifferent to the rest of the world. Seeing how ingrained Oliver's laziness had become, Ethan decided to pose a question. "Would you like to become wealthy?" This immediately caught Oliver's attention. He bolted upright, curiosity shining in his eyes. "Of course I want to be rich," he said eagerly. "Can you show me how?" With a calm smile, Ethan pointed toward the towering mountain and explained, "On the far side of that mountain is a hidden cave. Inside, there's said to be a priceless diamond. If you manage to find it, you'll never have to worry about money again." Oliver's excitement grew, but a flicker of doubt crossed his face when he looked up at the steep mountain. "But that climb looks dangerous and exhausting," he muttered. Sensing his hesitation, Ethan gently replied, "If you're not willing to undertake a challenging journey, you might as well forget about the diamond." The sage turned to leave, which made Oliver jump to his feet. "Wait," he called after Ethan. "I'll go, but are you absolutely sure about this diamond?" Ethan nodded. "I am sure of its location, but be warned. The cave is not easy to reach. You'll have to trek over a mile upward, and the path can be treacherous." Despite the caution, Oliver's desire for wealth overpowered his laziness. He left the village at dawn the next day, determined to reach the other side of the mountain. At first, the climb didn't seem too bad. He measured his progress in yards, counting each step along the rocky trail. A brisk breeze blew from the west, cooling his skin in the summer heat and reminding him of the precious diamond waiting for him. However, the higher Oliver climbed, the more difficult the journey became. Loose gravel threatened to send him sliding downhill, and the thinner air made each breath a test of will. His legs ached, and sweat dripped from his brow. Still, the promise of the diamond pushed him forward. When he finally reached the summit, the breathtaking view left him momentarily speechless. He felt an unexpected surge of pride at having conquered such a daunting climb, something he never would have believed himself capable of before. Unfortunately, the descent proved even more daunting. The path was steep, and sharp rocks seemed to appear around every bend. Oliver stumbled more than once, scraping his knees and hands. Each fall tested his resolve, but he reminded himself that true fortune awaited him. Finally, after navigating the most perilous stretches, he arrived at the cave's entrance. His heart pounded with anticipation as he stepped inside, feeling his way through the dim interior. But to his dismay, the cavern was completely empty. He spent what felt like hours searching every corner, running his hands along damp walls, hoping the diamond might be tucked away somewhere he couldn't easily see. He found nothing but stone and darkness. Crestfallen, he sank to his knees, wondering why Ethan would deceive him. Angry and exhausted, Oliver considered staying in the cave rather than facing the brutal climb back. Yet he realized he couldn't survive long in such a place without food, fresh water, or shelter. Summoning all the courage he had left, Oliver gritted his teeth and began the grueling return trip up and over the mountain. Each step tested his determination, and every foot of elevation he gained felt like a monumental effort. By the time he descended the familiar side of the mountain, he was worn out and covered in dust and scrapes. Upon arriving in the village, he went straight to Ethan, who greeted him with a warm, knowing smile. "I see you've come back," the sage said. Oliver's frustration boiled over. "Why did you lie to me? There was no diamond in that cave." With calm eyes, Ethan replied, "But you did find something far more valuable, my friend." Confusion flickered across Oliver's face. The sage continued, "You discovered the diamond of diligence within yourself. Before, you were too lazy to do even the simplest task, yet now you've climbed a challenging mountain, not once but twice, and returned safely. That determination and agility is the true treasure. With it, you can accomplish anything in life." In that moment, realization struck Oliver like a flash of lightning. He recognized that his laziness had always been a barrier, preventing him from exploring his true potential. The physical and mental trials of his journey had awakened a newfound strength inside him, the strength of perseverance. Filled with gratitude, Oliver thanked Ethan. From that day on, he devoted himself wholeheartedly to working in the village fields, plowing rows, planting seeds, and harvesting crops with more energy than anyone had ever seen in him before. If we look at our own lives, it's clear that laziness and procrastination often stand in the way of achieving our goals. This story illustrates 3 core reasons behind such habits. Lack of motivation. Many people become lazy when they don't have a clear purpose. They drift aimlessly without a compelling reason to work hard. Oliver was perfectly content under his oak tree until Ethan mentioned the diamond. That simple goal sparked enough motivation to send him climbing up the mountain, proving how a strong incentive can dispel laziness. When we identify a goal that genuinely excites us, whether it's personal growth, financial stability, or helping our community, we're far more likely to take action. Easy alternatives. Oliver's life in the village was comfortable. He always had access to food and shelter, so he never felt compelled to push himself. When he ventured beyond the mountain, he realized there was no easy fallback and that he would have to rely on his own effort. In our modern world, we too often stick with what's convenient, which can promote laziness. By deliberately removing easy alternatives or safety nets, like signing up for a challenging race or committing to a difficult project, we leave ourselves no choice but to persevere, not recognizing our abilities. Perhaps the biggest reason laziness persists is our failure to see the capabilities we already possess. Oliver never imagined he could conquer the mountain, yet, when he did, his confidence soared. Similarly, many of us don't know our full strength until circumstances push us beyond our comfort zones. Learning to trust in our potential can be a powerful antidote to procrastination, revealing that we're capable of far more than we initially believe. Diligence, as demonstrated in Oliver's story, is crucial for personal growth. It's the steady commitment to one's tasks, even when progress is slow or difficult. Diligence transforms raw potential into tangible achievements, helping us sharpen our skills, realize our dreams, and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. Laziness may feel comfortable in the moment, but it's a roadblock to reaching our truest aspirations. By setting lofty goals, staying motivated, and recognizing the immense power within us, we can overcome laziness and unlock greater heights of accomplishment. Let this story be a reminder that the true diamond lies not in a hidden cave, but within our unwavering determination, relentless hard work, and willingness to embrace life's toughest challenges. With diligence at our side, nothing is beyond our reach. Feel free to share your own reflections in the comments below. And if this story resonated with you, remember to like this post and follow for more insightful tales. Silence, after all, might just be the key to unlocking a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.